How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to our Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. We are continuing where we left off. We spent some time playing some Pizak off screen and grinding up a little bit of credits. Nothing too crazy. We got up to, let's see here, a little over 2,000 credits. And also, as you can see, some things have changed. Visually, anyway. We were having some issues with the emulator we were using for Knights of the Old Republic. So, instead of playing the Xbox version and trying to force that to work and get the videos out to you guys, we switched over to the PC version. I made the exact same character, same stats, everything, and played the entire way up to where we left off in the last episode. So, visually, some things have changed because there are some graphical improvement mods installed. One to get the game to play in widescreen, full screen, and the others just improving the graphics of the game overall. There is one slight gameplay mod that is installed and turned on, and that is the Pizak mod that basically evens out the Pizak games and makes them more fair. It's still, instead of it being like an 80-20% for you to lose the game, it pretty much evens it out to a 50-50 gambling chance when you're playing Pizak. That is the only gameplay mod that is installed. There's a list of all the mods that are installed down in the description. You'll have to scroll down and find that. But no gameplay mods other than Pizak, not changing the story, nothing like that. But alright, with all of that being said, let's pick up where we left off. We did grind some credits from Gelrood here playing Pizak. We are in the cantina down in the Lower City. So yeah, graphically you can see our guy now has a bit of a beard. Karth's entire outfit has changed from the mod. The vibro sword that we have looks completely different. Looks like it has two blades for some reason, but you know. We will get back up to the upper city and you'll be able to see more clearly what the graphical mods have done to boost the game. But let's go ahead and take a look into the cantina here. What do we got going on?
Go away.
Callow Nord.
Kipuna, Gavatumpa Kulpaiya Mokapaata. Chiyoka Kutumpa Kulpaiya.
One.
Oscar, Kiska Nichu, the Hoopa Botania no Gigi Piti.
Kipuna, Gavatumpa Kulpaiya Mukapata. Chiyoka Kutumpa Kulpaiya.
Two.
Chiyokaku.
I don't think he cares about you being members of the Black Vulcan gang.
Une Hudu, Rananu Prata Dunko Shirkasha, Jum Apike.
Three.
Alright, he just took out all three of the Black Vulcan gang members.
Go away.
Okay. Tell him nice work.
One.
Alright, I get it. I'll leave you alone. Alright. See what we got in the remains. We got a repair kit. And some credits. see everything from, yep. Now we've got the Twilight Dancers and the band.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
Oh, so he's the one who put the bounty out on that girl that we met in the one
You're
apartment
here about
building.
that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why would she do that?
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
And I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
We are playing a mostly light side character, or we're trying to. So let's see if we can get the bounty removed.
What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
We could try and persuade him, or we can pay the 200 credits. I think we'll try and persuade. We have our charisma is pretty high, and we do have some points to persuade.
I guess you know it right. Besides, I've noticed some of the girls around here are giving me the cold shoulder since all this started. Okay, you win. Dia can live. Don't worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.
Alright. So, we helped out Dia with her bounty. Now what do we got going on?
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Kuyami, Juski, Chica Nai. Tong Patoga Smaktilia. David, Yubong, Kunki, Pankpa. Tong Dwamaji, Human Acting, Ikatune.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu Conchi. She's got a soki, Kupa Bona na Chaju.
Just a sec, boys. Zaalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Chiyokaku. Kimba Muira Bonaji. Kuyami, Juski, Chica Nai. Ubabaska Dwana Chichopa Muska. She's got a soki, Kupa Bona na Chaju.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Chubasa. Kimba Muira Bonaji. Kaba Volpa Murji Gumaya.
Alright. Zaalbar and Mission.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the Lower City. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee. It's not that strange. Most
the
aliens
same
can
language.
speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Taris, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Vao, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zaalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
How do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek end up best friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the Lower City. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zaalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Yeah, let's ask her some questions.
Well,
She seems to
you
be
came to the
pretty
right
familiar with
person.
the Lower
If
City.
you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, KotOR.
Alright, so let's start with Davik.
Davik's part of the intergalactic crime syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the exchange.
Alright. What about the street gangs?
There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Volkers and the Hidden Beks. Sometimes Zaalbar and I hang out at the Bek base.
Well,
The Beks are led by Gadden Beck.
we
He's a
just
good
watched
guy.
KotOR
Lost his
destroy
sight with
3
swoop bike accident
Black
a few years
Volkers.
ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Volkers, he was a Hidden Bek. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Alright, so why'd he leave the
When
Hidden
Gadden went
Beks?
blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Volkers, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Beks from the face of Taris. This gang war in the Lower City is totally the Volkers' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Alright. Ask about everything else. Let's see what she knows about KotOR.
KotOR is one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office.
That's just like the
but I
Black
don't think
Volkers
he's
he just
looking to
dealt
work
with.
there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
Alright, that's all we can ask her about.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about
Well, I was
something
gonna
to
try
stop your
talking to
stomach
Zaalbar.
5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Bek base.
Can we talk? No, can't talk to him. This is where... What is that thing?
Uchua penki, tong itwamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chi
Didn't mean to offend you.
mulira kun king, tong hitwama act inkotun.
He's a little short-tempered. Want to ask some questions?
Chino molira ni dubo, tong king ba, no Patoga yakuli kokala Gigi. Tingkuin koka. Tong hit wanaji sakat agi ito tune. Chuna muli ra. Tong pa nong kunyet.
So once again, with the aliens,
Tingkuin koka. Patoga yakuli kokala Gigi.
I just kind of leave it up long enough for me to read it. So hopefully you guys can read what they're saying as well.
Ki muli ra kun king. Tong hit wama agi ito tune.
Tell me about your homeworld.
Pana otobokasa. Papa ki muli ra kun king. Changwa ba chinyo shangwi chama ucha wi.
Alright. What do you know about Taris?
Chichopa muska. Kimba ni chalora kun. Iyuma batmalyo ng ish. Kakin cha nawabagaon. Kun muli ras limo poiwanga. Tong kimba. No kun neksag. Chachiska. Topa na otobokasa.
The other head doesn't say much.
Kimba no kun nikdota. Patisa, patisa.
Alright, that seems to be all we can ask them about. Alright. So, once again, if you guys don't remember, we do have the level up notification here for us, but we are trying to complete all of Taris at level 2, and there is a reason for it, which we will hopefully be getting to soon in the next few episodes. Which way were we going? I think we were coming this way. Alright, so we are going to try and do this, try and get some experience points.
Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun tong na bun shanu yang.
Now it looks like we cut that off a little too soon, so you can read what she said the second part here. Maybe I could be your partner.
Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watuyama kama wona henak neck.
Let's see. How hard can it be? Good enough to get you through your audition? What other choice do you have? Good enough to get you through your audition.
Hakuji krala bolaji chok. Shotinku ukapa. Topano aska. Chinisko neck.
Oh, I think we clicked on the wrong one. Nope, we still got the same one. Let's try. What other choice do you have? Okay. There we go. The game will let you keep trying to persuade in most cases.
Kachichu ita bodunga. Torunda di hotunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunota.
Kenchopa chawi tiktok twis yun kun.
So,
Watuyama kama wona henak neck.
we're going to try and help her get through her dance audition. Hopefully our dexterity is up high enough that we can complete this and not fall on our face or butts. So I'm gonna go very close beside her. If I remember correctly, that gives the best reaction.
Kuyami juz chikatana patoga ya hulki gokogala chichi. Gawana bot atagwa.
Kin shi kakichin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Chingpala niska mule tun rata tigin potranko.
All right, second dance. Let's see. We're gonna go close behind her. Usually the first two you can do pretty good on. It's the last one that, in my experience, you can kind of screw up. If we can do it successfully, we get, I believe it's 200 or 250 experience points, but if we mess up this part, then we fail and we don't get anything. So let's hope that we don't fall. Alright, we made it through. So that should be, like I said, about 200 to 250 experience points.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana kin kun shishikin nikin kun ban mulara jikun.
Ucha hatunga ya fulki.
Hey, there you go. We helped her get a job.
But now
She's gonna go be a dancer for the Starlight Entertainers. Does not sound at all like a
Iki grabul moko.
gentleman's club or strip joint. Not at all.
Naru chuchut. Bogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadana kup.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kinkuna. Vamule rigikun.
A little beneath you. We just helped you get that job.
Aita haudanga wala ganto danagato chuchu. Witimembo rangthong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Ika krotu ha.
Alright, so yeah, 250 experience points. Helped her get her job, and then got told that we are beneath her now. So we have another hut that we can talk to. This one should be the one who gives us the bounties. The hut with all the answers. Oh, let's see. Tell me about the bounties. Let's get that out of the way. Assassin named Selvin. Bendek's Star Killer, a famous deathmatch duelist.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of the victims.
So he still has the one for Dia, but I think we took care of that one.
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Former employee of Davik's who betrayed the exchange. Now Davik wants him dead. Alright, so we have all the information of the bounties on our data pad. How do we get these credits? Let's see, how are we going now? I think, let's see. Okay, so we just need to tell her that the bounty was lifted. We have the bounty on Bendek. Merchant. That's the guy that we found in the other apartments. Selvin is an assassin. That's the other government contract. So Selvin and Bendek are government contracts. This was one of Davik's that we already took care of. This is one of Davik's that we can take care of. We can actually give him the money to pay off his debt. And then this one is a former associate, I can talk, of Davik's who turned on Davik in the exchange and was a witness and has now lost his witness protection. Alright. We need I think we ran the wrong way. Yep, we did. We could have just turned right when we came out of there. Alright, head back out to the lower city. Yes, I know, I have a level up ready, but we're not going to do that. We can. So we have these black Vulkars down here. that we can actually cheese them a little bit and draw them up this way, and this person here will help us fight them. So, come down this way, see if we can get. We're gonna start. We're gonna come back up this way. Karth, what are you doing? Karth, no. What are you doing? Okay. I guess we're fighting them. I don't really want to fight them this way.
You asked for this!
Alright. So, do we have anything? Alright, so we have remains up here. So if Karth doesn't go, you know, rogue, you can kind of cheese them. It's probably best if you switch to solo mode and then try and draw them up to Karth and the guard out there. There's more Black Vulkars down here. Let's see what we can...
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you, you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Karatumpa kunpa yiya mokapaata. Punanay kachu. Yingin kuno ba mulirachi kun tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavol pa mulchi kamana. Runda di hotonga.
Apparently the Black Vulkars owe Davik money, and now they don't want to pay.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
Oh, calling in the big guns.
Rana no prata don't no sercha. Ichua penki.
Watana wama mulira. Kenchunju barshak. No bule muli raji. Jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek.
Candaris the Mandalorian.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Candaris. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
So Candaris is another character that, with the graphical mods, it changed his outfit.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his Hidden Beks in line, but Brejik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
Who are you?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Alright. Well, let's head back up here. So, this is the Hidden Beks base. What we're going to do before we go in there, this is kind of a workaround a little bit, is we're going to put the Sith armor on Karth. Alright? And then we're going to return to the hideout.
Yes?
Switch back over to Jandor here. We're going to go into our hideout. Now, when you do this, it instantly heals you when you return to your hideout. And you can do that by going to the map. Just down here it'll say return to hideout instead of transit back. We're going to go to the Hidden Beks base and we're going to leave Karth here. Once we get out into the main hallway, we can transit back to right in front of the Hidden Beks base. I'm going to try and go in.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Beks base. How do I know you're not a Vulkar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
need Gadden's help. I was
A
told to
lot of
speak to
people
him.
want to go inside and speak to Gadden. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beks open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadden has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Well, maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies.
We do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadden in the heart of his own base. Not with Zaalbar watching his back. Go in and speak to Gadden if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Beks are watching you.
Always watching. Alright. We got the Hidden Bek base. A tiny bit of exploring. I know there's items somewhere in this base that we can get. Security door we're not going to be able to do anything with because we don't have the security skill. And we left Karth back at the hideout. So, and I'll show you guys here in a second why we left Karth back at the hideout. Just make sure, cycle through. There's nothing out here. Ah, there we go. The cylinder. What do we got? We got an antidote kit, some credits, and a repair kit. Those will all come in handy. More Hidden Bek members. Security door that we're not going to be able to do anything with. Control room. Yeah, we can't get into. Security door we can't do anything with.
Hold it right there. Oh. Who are you? And what is your business with Gadden?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadden. Brezhik and his Vulcars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulcars do?
Well, I mean, I get that. She takes her job seriously.
He's a step aside and
beloved leader.
As you wish.
They want to make
sure
he's safe.
You can speak to Gadden if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
Okay. Let's talk to Gadden.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra.
We had to run behind him
Ever
to talk
since
to him,
Brezhik and the Vulcars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
Let's see. Let's start with... Need information on the Republic's escape pods.
No, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra.
I might
if the
be
Sith
Santa
thought
Claus.
We knew anything
Come on,
useful,
lady.
They'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Not working for the
Sith. I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulcars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulcars
can help each other out.
Clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulcars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Beks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulcars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
Bastila's a slave? What will happen to her now?
Normally, the Vulcars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch. She's too valuable to leave with the Vulcar scum at the base. Brezhik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
There's got to be something I can do.
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brezhik's game to take over the Lower City. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brezhik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers. The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
I don't even have a swoop bike.
I might be able to help you with this. If you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
Well, might help you if the price is right. Don't work with gangs. How do I know I can trust you? What are you proposing? I mean, we could try to get credits, but I don't think that's going to work out real well. Considering this is a you help me, I help you. This is going to be you help me, I give you money, and then I help you. I don't think they're going to go for that. So let's see what he's proposing.
Race is for the Lower City gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Beks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
Oh, is that all? Maybe I should have put some points into stealth. How am I supposed to get
Getting
inside?
into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vao.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the Lower City. Plus, she knows the Undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Alright. So we already met and talked to Mission, so where can I find her?
She and her Wookiee friend Zaalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity, but you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Alright, so, now this is why we put the Sith armor on Karth and left Karth back at the apartment. Got past the Upper City guard, no problem.
A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
So, now unless this was patched since the last time I played a number of years ago, it's still possible to do this, where we can tell him that we'll trade the uniforms for the papers. But the uniform is equipped on Karth, so when we go get Karth back after we leave here, he should still be wearing and have the Sith armor.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see, anything
Your
else we
time
need?
would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop engine the Vulkars stole from us. But I'll answer your questions if I can.
What's up with your freaky eyes, old man? We've already been told that he's blind. Like, let's not bring that up. Is there something wrong with you? Okay, can we get past the eyes, please? Let's see. You said you were having problems with the
A foreign army
Sith.
invades Taris, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous. But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the Lower City, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brezhik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen.
So, when I ask you some questions, he's going to tell us that our time should be better spent trying to get into the Hidden Bek, or the Black Vulkar base.
Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop engine the Vulkar.
Yep. Alright. Where can I find mission again? Why are you guys at war? Is there any way off this planet? Let's start with why
When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Beks and let Brezhik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brezhik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brezhik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang.
Sounds like Brezhik is acting like a spoiled brat. I like that one.
Brezhik is a proud
I like
man.
that one.
My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brezhik wants to control the Lower City gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Beks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zaalbar.
I think she's right.
Brezhik won't rest until I am dead and the Beks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. Your time would
Yeah, I know. Is there any way off this planet?
Not while the Sith quarantine is in place. Even the fastest smuggler ships can't break the blockade of the fleet surrounding the planet without the proper launch codes. Any ship leaving the Taris atmosphere without the proper codes would be instantly disintegrated by blaster cannons, fired by the Sith fleet's automated targeting systems.
Alright.
Feel free to come back anytime. We're not like those Vulkar savages. Strangers are welcome in the Bek base.
Alright, so we have the security papers to head in to the Undercity. Why won't you get out of my way? Okay. There we go. We got the security papers to go into the Undercity. Oh, okay, so we can't do that from inside the Bek base. We're going to head back out into the Lower City. We quote-unquote swapped our Sith uniform for the security papers to get into the Undercity. But let's just make sure that this worked. Back at the hideout. We're gonna head in. Karth is still in the Sith uniform, so we kept that. Alright. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Next episode, we are going to head into the Undercity, try to find Mission, and sneak into the Black Vulkar base to find the prototype swoop bike engine. We are getting closer and closer to finally finding and rescuing Bastila, and hopefully working on a plan to get off of Taris and away from the Sith. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, be well, and I will see you next time for some more Knights of the Old Republic.